Rumi was 7 years old when she discovered that silence could speak. Every afternoon after school, she walked the same narrow street to her small house with the blue door. The street was always noisy, vendors calling, bicycles ringing, children shouting. But the moment Rumi closed that blue door, the world softened. Inside, there was only the hum of the ceiling fan and the slow ticking of an old clock on the wall. Rumi's mother worked late, and her father had passed away when she was very small, so most days Rumi stayed alone for a few hours. She didn't mind. She had her pencils, her notebook, and a corner by the window where sunlight fell like warm honey. One day, while drawing little birds on the last page of her notebook, Rumi noticed something strange. The old clock stopped ticking. She looked up. The second hand had frozen between two numbers. At the same moment, the ceiling fan stopped. The sunlight through the window stopped moving. Rumi blinked. Outside, everything was still. A bird hung in the air outside her window, wings open, not moving at all. Rumi stood up slowly. "Hello?" she whispered. Her own voice sounded too loud. She took one step toward the door. Nothing changed. She took another step toward the window. Still nothing. Only she was moving. Her heart beat fast, but not with fear, with curiosity. Rumi opened the window. The bird outside didn't fly away. It stayed frozen, as if it were a drawing. She gently touched one feather. The moment her finger touched it, the bird flapped once and flew away. And then, everything started again. The clock ticked, the fan turned, the street noise rushed back. Rumi jumped back in surprise. That evening, she told no one. The next day, she tried again. She sat by the window, held her breath, and waited. Nothing happened. She almost gave up. Then, when she started drawing again, carefully and quietly, the world slowed and stopped. Rumi smiled. She learned something important that week. The world only paused when she was completely calm, not excited, not scared, just peaceful. Every day after that, Rumi practiced. When she felt angry, nothing happened. When she felt proud, nothing happened. Only when her heart was quiet, the world listened. Soon, she could pause time for a few seconds, then a minute, then longer. She never used it to steal or to play tricks. She used it to help. Once, she paused time to move a falling glass away from a baby. Another time, she paused time to pull a cat away from a fast car. But one day, she made a mistake. After a hard day at school, Rumi was upset. Her best friend had laughed at her drawing. That evening, she tried to pause time. It worked, but this time, her heart was not calm. It was heavy. She walked through the frozen street feeling lonely. Then, she saw her mother. Her mother was frozen too, carrying heavy grocery bags. Rumi suddenly understood something. She could stop time for everyone else, but she could not stop her mother's tiredness, her own sadness, or the pain inside people. She realized that power could not fix feelings. Rumi gently touched her mother's hand. Time started again. She ran forward and helped her carry the bags home. That night, Rumi closed her notebook and looked at the clock. She decided something important. From that day on, she used her power less. Instead, she listened more. She helped more. She spoke kindly more. And slowly, she noticed something beautiful. When she was patient, when she was gentle, when she was honest, she didn't need to stop time anymore. Because sometimes, the greatest power is not changing the world, it is learning how to live inside it. And Rumi, the girl who could pause time, grew up learning that calm hearts can move faster than magic, and kindness can fix what power never could.
You're safe now.